What's up, San Antonio? Are you needing to get your bookkeeping and your tax services done? Then head on over to JD & Associates LLC Bookkeeping and Tax Services. You can find JD & Associates LLC Bookkeeping and Tax Services on Facebook and on Instagram. So now, it's tax season, baby. So make sure that you head on over to JD & Associates LLC Bookkeeping and Tax Services. Don't head on over to La Vecina, who's only got one eye, y la pata chueca, and she can't even remember her own name. She's gonna remember your name to do your taxes. So guys, please head on over to JD & Associates LLC Bookkeeping and Tax Services. They are located at 4702 West Avenue, number 8, San Antonio, Texas, zip code 78213. You can call them up at 210-816-0357. Again, JD & Associates LLC Bookkeeping and Tax Services, an official sponsor for DeLoco Podcast.
Estás escuchando DeLoco Podcast.
Perfect, man. Did you find the spot pretty good?
It took me a couple blocks.
Yeah?
A couple laps. And I was
laps?
like, I think it's right here.
Yeah, dude, a lot of people get confused, man, because when I say Suite 108, they just pass it. And then, I mean, so apparently they're going to put a sign now. It's gonna show it like there's going to be a big old sign because the door's blank. So everyone's like, well, I don't know where it's at.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's next to the Traveler. And they're like, Traveler? I'm like, I'm standing right next to the Traveler. Like, no, it's like you got to look. Like the letters are all super small, man. So... But I'm glad, dude, that you were able to make it.
Absolutely, I'm glad you reached out.
Yeah, dude, of course, man.
I've been a fan of the podcast for a while.
Thank you, dude. I appreciate that,
What's
man.
been your favorite one so far?
Dude, honestly, man, I think if you want to say favorite for me, we're kind of
funnest one, maybe.
Dude, for me, man, I think the best. Well, not best, right? All of them for me are special, dude. But I think the one that kind of launched me to where people started to kind of see. Like I'm out there is when I got Chingo Bling.
Yeah?
Dude, for me, that was huge.
Whenever you posted that one, I was just like, what? I mean,
dude.
I've probably followed Chingo Bling since 2005. They can't deport us all, Tamale Kingpin.
Yeah.
Mixtapes.
Dude, I don't even know how to explain it, dude. But whenever I got the text from a friend of mine here in San Antonio, so shout out to Chonai. Chonai is a huge comedian here in San Antonio.
Okay.
So she reached out to me and she said, hey, compadre, there's somebody that wants to do some podcasts or do some content. What do you think? You think you're available? And I'm like, yeah, who is it? She goes, well, I don't think you'll say no. That's what I'm saying. Like, yes or no. Like, just tell me yes or no. I'm like,
she gave you his real name.
Yeah. So I'm like, who is it? She told me. I'm like, who? She goes, oh, I'm sorry. Chingo Bling. I'm like, Chingo Bling?
Yeah. So
she goes, yeah. And I'm like, yeah, man, that's cool. I mean, whatever. I mean, I'm down. So we set it up for a Saturday. And, dude, from there, that was it. I got to have lunch with him. We sat down. Yeah. We talked a little bit. He was asking me questions like, hey, dude, how did you start? Like, besides us talking. Yeah, dude, he wanted to know more about me. I got to know more about him, man. And, dude, it was, for me, dude, that was like a awesome moment for me because then after that, then I was able to get, Concrete. Yeah. I was able to get Jerry Garcia. I got some TikTokers now. Juan Emilio. I have all these, Soy Rollis, Albert, Alex Garza. All these guys are my friends now. So they're always, I can text them. They'll be like, yeah, dude, for sure. Let me see.
I was like, let's go want me on the show, man.
Yeah,
like, dude. I'll pull up. What's up?
Yeah, dude. No, for sure, man. And to be honest, dude, I've kept my eye on you for quite some time, man. Without you knowing. And shout out to JD, right? JD is, he's my sponsor, right? And that's the only reason I started following and started seeing your stuff, man. And I gotta say, dude, mis aplausos, dude, because dude, you're there. You've made it. Like, to me, you've made it, right? Especially for us, Raza, dude, to be able to say like, hey, dude, he's there. Which I don't want to spoil the beans, right, for everyone. I want people to get to know you a little bit more, dude. And dude, I just got to tell you, man, I'm super proud of you, man. It means a lot, man. It's awesome, dude, to see where you've gone and to see you on television on one of the biggest fights, dude. I was like, dude. Yeah. I was telling my wife, I go, look, that's a guy that I know. And she goes, what guy? I go, look, he's right there. And she goes, there's no way. I go, I'm telling you. Yeah. I said, people don't understand. That's huge. it's huge, man. And for you to be there, man, at that moment, you know, and dude, I don't want to spoil it. You know, to me, dude, it was awesome.
Yeah,
it was awesome, man. And my, you know, mis aplausos, you know,
appreciate you, man.
For you, dude. And it's super cool, man. But guys, welcome back to DeLoco Podcast. This is episode number 53. Today we have someone special here, but before that, I want to remind you that you can listen to DeLoco Podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio Podcasts, and as well, you want to head on over to YouTube. Right now, we are sitting at 991 subscribers. We're almost there to the 1,000. We should have been to about 1,000 a long time ago, but that's okay. You can tell your primos, your primas, los perros, los gatos, whatever you want to do. Tell them.
Háblale a tu tía.
Yeah, háblale a tu tía. Tell your tía to, you know, get off of Facebook, get off of the YouTube and stop watching, you know, the old episodes of you know, La Rosa de Guadalupe, and tell her to go ahead and subscribe and hit the campanita. You can't miss it. You're going to see the Papi Chulazo on there. But this is episode number 53. Y tenemos a alguien bien especial. You want to introduce yourself, my friend?
Buenas tardes, buenas noches.
Buenas noches.
What's up, man? So people call me Augie.
Augie.
Agustín Melendez Jr.
Agustín Melendez Jr.
Yeah.
Jr.
Yeah, Mr. Melendez, el mero mero.
Mero. Yeah. Fregadero.
Es el señor.
There you go, dude. That's cool, man, because so I'm the third.
Dope.
Right? Gilberto.
Yeah.
La Rosa del tercero.
Yeah.
And then my dad's a junior.
Ahí está.
Junior, right? So that's cool, man. But for those that are looking at your screen and listening right now, you're wondering, who is this Encarnacion? Who is this Agustin? Well, I'm going to tell you right now, and he's going to tell you, share a little bit of his story, but you are a personal trainer, correct?
Athletic trainer.
Athlete trainer, correct?
Yeah, so certified licensed athletic trainer, everything like sports medicine.
Sports medicine,
like
correct. And dude, that's I say personal trainer, but there's a difference between personal training and being a medical trainer,
Absolutely.
Correct?
Mm-hmm.
Could you tell the listeners what the difference is between the two? Because a lot of people kind of get that confused a little bit. Mm-hmm. Just like right now, I got a little confundidos right now. You know what I mean? So what's the difference, and how long did it take you to achieve that goal?
It was a 4-year degree. At the time, I went to college at A&M Corpus Christi. My dad, for the longest, he thought I was going to be a coach. So he was like, athletic trainer, ¿qué es eso, athletic training? So today's Monday. Today's Monday after the Super Bowl. So I'm the guy that runs out when athletes get hurt. You know, so like a year ago when they did a CPR on Hamlin on national television, that was the athletic training staff. That was the sports medicine department. So I did 4 years out at A&M Corpus Christi. I did my national boards, licensed, certified. And then I came out here in Incarnate Word. I got out here in 2017. That's when I moved to San Antonio. I got my master's degree out here. Y otros 2 años. And that's when I got my my master's degree in kinesiology. It's like exercise science.
Really? Mm-hmm. Dang, dude. So you didn't grow up here in San Antonio?
No, man. I'm born and raised in Galveston, Texas.
Galveston?
Man, beautiful Galveston, Texas.
Really, dude?
Yeah.
Dang, dude. How was that growing up out there, dude?
I live a mile away from the beach.
No way, dude.
A mile away from the beach.
Oh, dude, that's awesome, dude.
I know what the beautiful water of Galveston is. I've heard it my whole life, but that's where my dad ended up, man. My parents are from San Luis. My dad's from San Luis Potosí. My mom's from Tamaulipas.
Tamaulipas.
Yeah.
Really?
Mero Valle. That's where my mom's side of the family is. But
really? Have you gone there recently now, or are you?
No, yeah, we've gone. Last time I went to San Luis was probably last fall, and then I'll go see my family in the Valley whenever I got time with work and stuff like that. But
Valley, baby.
Growing up in Galveston, man, I was there for 18 years, born and raised on the island, went to high school there, and then it's either, we make it out, you go do something, or you work either at the local hospital or Las Plantas. My dad wanted me to go be a weldador, and I'm just like, man, it's cool, it's fun, it's chinga, pero I want to go try this out, Pop. Me dijo, pues mira, se vas a ir, go do this, but the moment you mess up, man, you're coming home.
Yeah.
You're coming home, you're going to go be, my dad's a truck driver.
Oh, he's a truck driver.
So he's like, vas a trailero, vas a irte a Las Plantas, or shit, you're going to go to the military. And I made sure, I saw it through. And it wasn't until, honestly, I've been the head athletic trainer. I work over at UIW. I've been the head athletic trainer for football since 2021. I got there 2017. I was a graduate assistant. Graduate 2019. I became the assistant. After interviewed, competed. And then 2021, that's when he started watching the games. And I was like, Pop, we're on ESPN 3, ESPN Plus. no es mero ESPN, no vale el juego. And I was like, "Apá, come on, man."
Yeah, dude.
But he started paying attention later on, and once he started, kind of picking up on what I was doing on the sports medicine side of the game, he was like, "No, pues sí sabes."
Yeah, dude. To be honest, dude. So when I started following you, you're still UTSA, correct?
UIW.
UIW, correct? Okay. So you went to school, you got your degree, you did everything like that. Was it hard for you to actually get that position, or how does it work? Because it's different than any one of us, right? That's gonna go get a desk job or go work out in the field, right? They're trusting in you to take care of their athletes.
Man, it's almost 24/7, 365 on the call. I'm in charge of 115 football players right now. It's a Division I program, so there's FCS football. And it's like a subdivision of think of FBS would be more so LSU, Alabama, Texas, like UT, Texas, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And we're just right underneath that. And I mean, those coaches, they depend on us providing the best team week by week. Los chingazos duelen. So I gotta sit there to translate pain for these guys and let them know they're okay. We work with a team of orthopedic physicians that travel with us. And at that point, the doc's trusting me. Instead of referring out for PT, which we do at times, we have a group of physical therapists that work alongside with us. But all the rehabs are in-house. All the taping, bracing, emergency care, I take care of.
Really?
The hydration, I'm a hydration technician. So when it comes to the IVs, the Gatorade, the water, todo eso, that's on us.
It's on y'all.
Yeah, man.
Dude, that's what I mean, dude. Like they're entrusting you to take care of the player, and if you don't know what you're doing.
I'm talking about right now. So National Athletic Training Month is in March. And I believe the slogan this year is like head to toe. And it's like, it's lower extremity injuries. So la rodilla que me duele desde que estaba chiquito.
Oh, man, dude.
The hip, the ribs, the shoulder, the head, stuff like that. And of course, like when it comes to like mental health and general medical stuff, we got to be knowledgeable in that too.
Hey, dude.
Man.
That's a lot on your platazo, bro.
Hey.
That's a platazo. That's a buffet.
Hey.
That's a lot to handle, and that's what I mean, dude. Mis aplausos, dude, because
appreciate you, man.
That's something huge to be proud of at the same time, you know what I mean? But it's a big responsibility, dude. I mean, I've seen those guys, right? Yesterday, for those that are going to listen, right, the Super Bowl just happened. You have those dudes out there ready.
Well, I mean, like
just in case, dude.
If you log into if you zoom in to the young man that was running out on special teams, zoom into his left calf, you see the Achilles pop. And it fluttered.
Oh, dude.
And I'm watching those games, and you seen the Leonardo DiCaprio meme? When he's pointing?
Yeah. Oh.
I sat there and I was just like, eso no es.
Dude, that's...
And little things like that. And you had Deebo Samuels goes down with a hamstring strain. So, like, I'm watching all of those little things along with being a fan of the game.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, being a fan of the game, dude. And I think for me... So, let me ask you this. So, being who you are and taking care of these players... How difficult is it? Because
separate it?
Because when you're with guys, right? Hey, ¿qué pasó, camarada? Right?
Yeah.
How hard is it for you to separate that? Yeah. When it's like, hey, dude, no, dude, like you can't. Come on, dude, you're my friend, big dog. Let me go out there. No, dude, really, you can't, dude. If I let you go out there, it's not just you. It's me that's gonna get ripped for it.
A lot of times I gotta save them from themselves. A lot of times.
Hey, dude.
I got licensed certified 2017, so I'm going on 7 years this May.
Really?
I was 22, 21. I'm 28 now.
You're 28.
So when I got to UIW, they're like, all right, Augie, your sport is softball. I got there August 1st. Softball didn't start till like September 15th. I'm like, what am I supposed to do for a month and a half?
Yeah.
Like fall camp starts tomorrow. Showed up, man, I never left. And it was just laying the boundary, understanding that, hey, look, I'm knowledgeable. I'll create a good environment in the athletic training room in regards to like recovery. I mean, it's got to be an inviting place. We'll play Nacho Libre on the TV.
Yeah.
Every now and then I'll play some good movies on the TV, some music videos, Sports Center throughout the day. But we're here to, take care of business. I tell the coaches, the coaches, I was like, you guys have a culture in the weight room, on the field. It translates to the athletic training room. I'm fair, but I'm firm. I tell the guys, I was just like, look, trust me. I'll take care of you. I promise. But there's a divide. I'm a professional. You're my athlete. That's it, man. Once you graduate, holla at me then. Pero aquí estamos para hacer algo. Algo bueno, algo grande.
Dude, I think that would be the most difficult thing, dude, because I mean, honestly, I don't have friends right that you could say like they're playing college ball or anything like that. But if I did, and I was in your position, it would be hard, man, because you want to see them succeed, but then at the same time, you don't want to see them fail and get hurt. You know, knowing like, hey, dude, you know what, dude,
back too soon and stuff like that.
It's crazy, right? I mean, this whole thing con ¿cómo se llama el quarterback? Aaron Rodgers, right? They were trying to push him. They were trying to push him.
They were
to get him to that playoff game. Yeah. And then finally that trainer said, no, you're there, but I'd rather not let you play.
You can move around, but what's the risk reward? Especially, dude. His age, like my guys ask me all the time, Augie, what would you do? And I was like, well, I can give you my piece of advice, bro. I mean, a lot of guys, it's a different set of docs, different set of coaches, and then you got contracts when you're up at that level as well.
Dude, that would be tough, man. That's what I'm saying, dude. I don't know. So on a daily basis, you're there at the school.
That's my career, my Monday through Friday. Like right now, we're in the off season, and I only work football. So a lot of different schools.
Okay. I was about to ask if there's another sport that you take care of, but
so most high schools have an athletic trainer.
Okay.
And I mean, you're in charge of all the sports, every single sport. Like,
oh dang.
You know, let's say 700, 750. You know, chavalos running around.
Yeah.
Kids are amazing and their parents are great, but I'd rather not. You know, I love the collegiate setting. You know, it's very different. But I'm only football. So right now in the spring, we're Monday through Friday, and the guys get their extra sessions on the weekends. And but once we hit the ground running in the fall, like August 1st, usually August 2nd, first day of fall camp, I tell the guys we win on Saturday. Sunday, I'm in the building by 12. By 12 to 1, I'll look at who my injured guys are. And then, you know, there's sore, there's hurt, and there's injured. It's okay to be sore. It's okay to be hurt. It's okay to be injured. But if you're injured, you're out. You know what I mean?
Okay, dude, I was about to ask, okay, because I get so confused, dude, especially with basketball too, right? How you hear these little, he's got a sore ankle. I'm like, a sore ankle, dude? What do you mean he's got a sore ankle? How come this guy doesn't, Ponte Vicks, drink a little Sprite, y vámonos, dude, dale chime. I'm not paying $125 to go see you sit on the bench.
Yeah.
But right now that I'm hearing it from you, dude, it's okay, let me ask you this, dude.
Yes, sir.
If somebody is like, I don't know, their ankle is swollen, it's sore, and does a coach come up to you and tell you, hey, what do you think? You think he can make it tonight, or what do you think?
So do they do that? Let's say we play like on Saturday.
Yeah.
And we have, you said an ankle. Ankle's pretty simple.
Yeah.
Let's go with a shoulder. It's a shoulder sprain.
Oh,
you know, you got a linebacker, he makes a hit. Good job. You made a good hit, and now it's a little sore.
Oof.
And your shoulder blade's a little not as stable as we want it to be.
Yeah.
So we'll do imaging first. And that's why I tell like even like we'll get into it later. I'm pretty sure like our fighters that I work with, I'm like, look, let's get a picture of it because I don't have X-ray vision. It's okay. It's okay. Let's get a picture of it. I'm not gonna sit you out if it's oh my god, tienes artritis. It's okay. Everybody does.
Everybody's got it.
Everybody does. But like we'll get an X-ray, we'll get an MRI if we need to. We'll look at bones, ligaments, tendons, cartilage, stuff like that. That way I can rule you in, rule you out. And the injury report goes out Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday before we travel. It says go as tolerated. I had cuánto trae. Limited. Look, he can't do contact all week. Out, he's done. Coach, don't ask me about him. And that's just a relationship that we've built at UIW. The coaches that I've worked with over the last several years are very respectable. I mean, a lot of them. One's the head coach at UNT now. My last head coach, the head coach at Texas State now. And our head coach that I'm with right now, Coach Gillo, he's been there since 2018. And we've worked together for a very long time. And it's like, Coach, this is what we got. If I don't know the answer, I'll go find the answer for you. I'll get with the doc. Y para el miércoles, jueves, I'll let you know. And again, can we go? But is it worth going if it's, kind of in the gray area?
Yeah, kind of in the gray area, man. And that's what I'm saying. Like I get like a little not confused, right? But I think everybody, right? Because they don't know the full details and the full, if you want to say, procedures, right? That you have to take and measures for that athlete. Like, nah, man, we can't risk it. Well, why? Because it's gonna go all the way to his boño, all the way to his rodilla, and then all the way to And for us, it's like, dude, it's just the ankle. And it's like, nah, man, he's got a sciatic nerve que le está pariendo acá atrás, y que it's going to his spine, y quién sabe. You know what I mean? We don't know. I don't know none of those things. So, dude, for you to be able to call it,
and that's honestly the funnest part. Like when we do on the field evals. And my dad, he called me once, man, and he was just like, "Y ese güey que tenía?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Apá." He was just an ankle sprain, man.
Yeah.
"Y no le pusiste tape?" And I was like, "Well, he had tape underneath the shoe, Pop. Like, he was good." "Sí, cabrón, pero todos los demás tienen tape arriba del zapato. I watched the Cowboys, ellos tienen tape arriba del zapato."
Ay.
And I was like, Pop, like, you weren't even watching the games
Come
like 3 years ago.
on.
So then he tells me, he's like, "Mira, no sé quién está más pendejo, tú, el jugador, o el pinche coach. A ellos no los conozco, eres tú."
Hey,
and I was like,
dude.
"Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir." And
Dads know everything, right?
Oh man,
they know, dude.
I showed up the next day. I told my boss, the director of sports manager, Sal Cervantes, product of the South Side, Mr. Sal.
Yeah,
and hey,
yeah.
man, my dad said we gotta tape everybody over the shoe. He was like, "Orale, whatever
Right.
Mr. Melendez says, for sure."
Bueno, dude. That's crazy, man. How dads
Hey,
they want to. Hey, no, you know what? What if I go over there and I'll just show them what's up? Oh, really? Pues,
yes, sir.
let's do it.
Yes, sir.
Vámonos. Let's do it. Dude, that's cool, man. That's super cool that you're able to do that. And one thing I like about you, man, is you're very enthusiastic about it.
Appreciate
Like
it.
you're always posting about it. It's not like, okay, here I go. It's my 9 to 5 again. Here we go. I gotta go back to work.
Mm-hmm.
No, dude, I can tell, man, you're very enthusiastic about what you do. Like you actually. So there's a difference between liking your job and loving your job, right?
Absolutely.
And right now, it's not a job to you. It's
Nah,
It's not a job,
It's
dude.
a grind, but I love what I do every single day.
Dude, it's crazy, man. You know, I wish. I wish, like I've said many times, I wish I could do this full time, right? Eventually, hopefully, God willing, right? I could do this full time. But for right now, I have to be from my 6 to 3, right? And then come over here and grind and do this stuff. But dude, I love doing this. I love doing my other job, right? But I would love doing this
Absolutely.
like fully. You know what I mean? Like not just. Well, I gotta go wait till after work and stuff like that, dude. Because I mean, right now, more than ever, man, it's like this right here is starting to become like a job, right? We're trying to figure out what guests we're gonna bring, who's gonna come, who's been DMing us, like what kind of content are we gonna bring them, what kind of questions are we gonna do, you know, like those kind of things. It's a job. Now you're taking your time out of your busy day, out of your busy schedule to sit there and do it. But dude, just seeing you, man, you could see like you don't mind it. Like even if you go after hours, you don't mind it at all.
Yeah.
Like you don't mind it, dude. So
That's like everything that I've done in the fight game. It's igual. Eventually, that's what I want to do full time.
Really?
My football players ask me all the time, like, Augie, if you were to pick between football and a fight, which one would you pick?
oh, dude.
And I sit there and I was just like, I've been blessed more than once to not have to pick.
Yeah.
But the day will come. I know that for sure. You know.
Hey, dude, that's a hard decision for me. Like for me, honestly, because the position that you're in. And after the break right now, we're gonna get into that because I wanna know how you got into that as well. Because being in the position that you are, there's not too many people that can say they're able to do what you've done as well on the side. Because no, this is all I can do, and they put their blinders on, and
Absolutely.
that's it, you know. And you know, I've been told many times, you know, growing up or whatever the case is, you know, you need to get the bigger picture right. Don't just focus here. You know, look all around. Like, what other options do you have besides just that one? I mean, it's like anything else. We're all thinking, you get home. I'm just saying, you get home. I gotta get on 35. I gotta hit 410. There's another route you can take to get to 410. You know what I mean?
Traveled.
You know what I mean? But we're just so focused on, well, this is what I know and this is how I'm gonna get there.
That's what I've always done. This is the way it's always been done.
This is the way it's always been done, and this is what the map is showing me how to get to the house. There's other road maps for you to get to your goal that you want to get to, right? I mean, I'm here, bro. My goal was to be in a studio, and I had to take obstacles. I've been at my house, recorded there. I was able to be blessed to be at a coffee shop, Cafe Azteca. They let me be there. I was there. Took some steps. Took a break that I needed to take and kind of reamp myself and kind of think about what I'm going to do. And then come back. Now I have sponsorships.
Yeah.
Now I'm here in the studio. It's all roadmaps.
What I always tell people too is just like un día a la vez.
That's it, dude.
Un día a la vez, just poquito a poquito. Just keep working.
Yeah, man.
Just keep showing up.
That's it.
That's the biggest part.
You got to put in the work. That's why I tell a lot of people, you put in the work, it's going to happen regardless. It's going to happen, man. I've been super blessed, bro, to just be putting in the work. Just putting content out there, putting stuff out there. People are listening. People are following now. And at first, te da ansias, bro.
Te da ansias y te desanimas.
Yeah, big time. Because you're like, man, no one's listening.
And you sit there and it's just like, look, yo sé lo que yo puedo hacer.
Yeah, dude.
And it's always sometimes like, there's got to be a grind and some work behind the prayer.
Yeah,
and
big
that's
time.
when it all comes together.
That's the thing I tell people, man. It's you can pray all day, all night, right? Like, you gotta want to get there. Okay, he's gonna help you get there, but you have to work to get there, right? I mean, God will help you out. It's just you gotta put the work in too, dude. Tampoco no seas tan chiflada. You know what I mean? Hey, dude, ponte las pilas. You know, like, get up.
Ponte las pilas. Cuando llega el momento, no vas a estar listo.
That's it, dude. Vámonos. You gotta be able to take those next steps. You can't just stay stagnant and just. Well, I mean, that's it. That's all I got.
Yeah.
And that's not all you got. There's a lot of people that are capable of doing more than what they think that they can do. It's just if they put their mind to it and they actually take the time to do it, man. And that's what I'm saying, dude. You took the time. You made the grind. You did it un día a la vez.
Yeah.
And now, dude, you're people know who Agustin, who Augie is, dude. People know who you are because of the grind that you've taken. You know what I mean? So it's super awesome, man, to see where you've come from. Where you've come from. You know, I like that post that you posted with, you had the picture of where you're coming off a plane and you put that.
The 10 steps.
The 10 steps, dude. Yeah. That was
from the movie A Million Miles Away. So I knew the story of the astronaut.
Yeah.
And then once the movie came out, I don't want to ruin the movie for everybody.
Yeah.
It's my favorite movie of all time. So when I was getting ready for that big fight, I'm pretty sure we'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
That was my mindset. He went to the moon. I'm going to go work this huge fight.
Yeah, dude.
The biggest fight of my life so far. And if I didn't follow those steps that unknowingly I did, my dad probably phrased them in a different way. My mom phrased them in a different way.
Yeah.
Pero llegamos. And a lot of times, like even as young as I am and as fast as everything kind of rose with work and, work, gym, go home, stuff like that. Make sure everything's good at home también. Nobody cares if you're a champion at work.
No.
Nobody cares if you're a champion at work or in the gym if you're a loser at home. Oof. And I've learned that and observed that over time. And that goes a very long way. My girlfriend's an athletic trainer as well, and she's involved in athletics. And,
nice, dude.
Oh, man, she's smarter than I am.
Really?
She's amazing.
How long have you been with your girlfriend?
It'll be 3 years in April.
In April?
Yeah.
¿Cómo se llama la novia?
Micaela Arteaga.
Micaela. Shout out to Micaela. Ándale, Micaela.
There it is.
Shout out to man, dude. That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, man. We
powerhouse couple, dude. Y'all making moves, dude.
That's combat sports medicine. She's Miss CEO.
Dang,
She's
dude.
the one that made me put my journal away and make an Excel spreadsheet. So she helps out tremendously. Like in those moments, like I'm sitting there and I'm packing up all my stuff for these trips, or even like a lot of the local fights.
Yeah.
Sometimes those are funner than the bigger fights that I've done.
Oh, dude.
She'll sit there and she'll go through my checklist with me. She'll call me and she's like, Agustin, ¿tienes la medicina? Because I can't drive to the airport to take it to you. Because she's done it before, man. I was just like,
oh, dude.
I was like, baby, I forgot the gauze.
Oh,
baby,
man.
I forgot the medicine. But, she's amazing, man. But that picture that you mentioned, that one's kind of where everything kind of just came full circle and came together.
That's awesome, dude. Yeah, I like that picture, dude, a lot, dude.
Man.
I like it a lot, man, because it speaks volumes, right? Because
I came back. I mean to interrupt you. I came back.
Fine.
And she's like, great job, baby, Mr. Showtime. I ordered something from Amazon. Can you build this?
That's the way it works, dude.
And I just say, yes, ma'am.
That's the way it works, dude.
Yeah.
That's the way it works, man. But, dude, that photo spoke volumes, man, because there's this, you put the 10 steps, right? But you're actually taking a step off of the plane, right? And you're taking that step where you are going to get to, and a lot of people, like I said, dude, I've always said it, and I'm going to continue to say it, right? You can put all your best efforts in anything that you can do, right? But I always tell people, like, man, dude, if you can just put God first, He'll take care of the rest. He will take care of the rest.
Absolutely.
You know, and I've told many people, because people are like, dude, how do you get this? How do you get that? Dude, I put God first. Like I tell God, look, if you want me to continue to do this, then let me do it. If not, then take it away from me. But obviously not. He hasn't taken it away from me. So, you know, all this that I have is all because of him, right? Because I took the time and I prayed about it and said, okay, God, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to say?
It's those darkest times, those lowest moments where maybe he was the only one that was listening.
Yeah, exactly, man. And I've said it many times. The time that I took time off was the time that I was really asking God, like, what do you want me to do? Like, I want people to see that we can have fun. People of the faith believers can have fun. But what else do I need to do in order to make people know who you are?
Absolutely.
It was the simplest of things, dude. You said, remind my people that I love them. Easy. That's why I have a phrase, God loves you, Dios Te Ama. Easiest thing. Without people understanding that little seed, reminding people that God loves them, Dios Te Ama, they'll think about it when they get home. Does he really love me? Because I've been doing this or I've been going through that. And it's like anything right now with life, with work, with everything that's like overtaking you. You want to get to that next step. You want to, right? But you're thinking, okay, how can I get there? Like, what do I need to do? It's simple, man. As my abuelitas always said it, get on your hands and your knees. He'll do the rest. He'll tell you. Yeah. That's it, dude. He'll tell you. You know, right now I'm kind of on the whether to have her here or not, because she'll start crying and mijo. Yeah. I
saw the on your story whether she could come on or not.
Yeah, dude. So
it's the best podcast, man. She said so.
Yeah, exactly, man. The best Latino podcast in San Antonio.
Absolutely.
Because my abuelita said so, right? I will. So, dude, I want to bring her, man. It's just, I already know her, dude. She's a chillona, man. Yeah. My abuelita, dude. Like, I already know her, man. And don't get me wrong. Like, I love her to death, man. It's just, I already know she's going to be crying. And so,
my mom's mom, abuelita Maria, she, man, I was like 6 or 7 years old. She fractured her arm. That was like the first, that was the first injury I had ever kind of encountered.
Oh, nice.
And I would go to PT with her, and I would help her out with her stuff at home and this and that. And she called me Doctorcito Melendez. And that was just her, Doctorcito Melendez. I helped out with her rehab, and I was like 6. So now, like, doing everything that I do. And then she was like, mijo, ya eres doctor, ¿verdad? And I was like, something like that. Not really, grandma. I'm not a doctor. I'll never call myself a doctor. But to her, I'm still Doctorcito Melendez, you know.
Always, dude. You're always gonna be, dude. I mean,
if my grandma thinks so, absolutely. Yes,
exactly, dude. That's exactly what I'm saying. I mean, my abuelita speaks nothing but Spanish. Yeah. So she tells me, like, man, amigo, de vez en cuando, like, te entiendo, pero yo te voy a poner like, como quiera, amigo. Yo te voy a poner like. And I'm like, okay, abuelita, that's good. That's all that matters, as long as you're putting the likes and whatever the case is. So she's like, yeah. Pero no entiendo papa, amigo. And I'm like, it's okay, abuelita. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Work on the subtitles. Yeah, you go work on the subtitles. We'll work on the subtitles. So we're going to take a quick little break. So, guys, right now we're about to go on a quick commercial break. So right now we'll be back with Mr. Agustin right here, El Augie. And right after this commercial break, you guys are going to find out some other stuff here that we wanted to talk about and get into. And, guys, stay tuned. So we'll be right back right after this short commercial break.
Welcome to the Te Quiero Mucho series. It's February, the month of Amor. Today, man, we're going to help guide you understand what it is to be a kingdom man. What God says, what a kingdom man is, and what a kingdom man does. Our wife, or woman, singular, is an extension of us, from our characteristics to our traits to our habits. So if you feel, or you see, or a woman fills you in that maybe you're not treating her properly, are you? Are you doing that self-reflection to look at yourself as, how am I treating my woman? Because also, how you treat your woman is how you treat yourself. Within scripture, it states in Luke 8:13, they fall away when they face temptation. Men, we have temptation every single day. Don't fall away. Be loyal to your wife. Continue to serve her even when you don't want to. Rub her feet, make her coffee, warm up her car, open her car door. Continue to show her that passion and love that you have for her. because you're a kingdom man. And with that, have a blessed day.
She's like, could you please put your pen and paper away? We will make an Excel spreadsheet. And I was like, oh, God. Yes, ma'am.
You're good, dude. Now you're good, man. All right, perfect. Let me put here. Otro, vámonos. Perfect, man. But yeah, dude, that's what we've been doing, man. That's why we've been kind of a little bit. We did the new updates in here. We got the RGB lights, and then we got the new cameras. And then, like I said, we're supposed to be getting a dome light, dude. So we're just trying to do something different, man. Trying to upgrade and do everything. Hopefully, we can get a neon sign in here, which the flag will be replaced with the neon sign. Okay. But I'm trying to figure out where to put the flag at. So we're probably thinking behind the guest, if not here on the side of the TV or whatever or whatnot. So we're trying to figure all that out right now.
It looked really good.
Yeah, dude. I appreciate that, man. And I appreciate you listening, dude. I appreciate you, man.
I have. I kept up with you.
I appreciate that, dude, so much, man. But
I forgot how I came across it, but I was just like, this dude's pretty dope, man.
I appreciate it, dude.
So I think the first one, I forgot the comedian's name, where you guys are talking about the Equale chips.
Oh yes, dude. That was with that was actually with my friend Joe.
That was a while back.
That was a while back, dude.
That was one of the first ones I ever listened to.
Man. I appreciate that, dude. Yeah, so there's a lot of people, man, who didn't know, like, that I was doing the podcasting. Like, they were just like, where's this guy coming from? But then there's some other people like, oh, no, dude, he's been doing it for quite some time. It's just, now he's in the studio, now he's doing this, now he's got that. But, dude, it took time, man. It took some time. Upgrading everything, updating the the logo. Before, the logo used to be like an orange looking logo, super simple and basic. Now it's what I like, So, it just updating, dude. It's like we said right now, dude. It's are you gonna stay stagnant, or are you gonna move forward and update and do what you gotta do? You know what I mean? Grow. You gotta grow, dude. If you don't want to grow up, what do you expect, dude? You're never gonna move up, dude. You're never gonna be able to have it, dude. So
I'm saying I get humbled when I come home with those Amazon packages. But I tell my girlfriend, I was like, it's okay. Job's not finished.
Yeah, job's not finished, baby.
Job's not finished.
Job's not finished, dude. Job's not finished. Speaking of jobs not finished, did you see that horrendous Kobe Bryant statue that they did?
You don't like it?
Dude, it doesn't even look like Kobe. It looks like that other player that they didn't sign. That what's his name? From the G League. Mm-hmm. That older cat.
Did you hear what Vanessa said?
No, what did she say?
She said Kobe picked I guess he picked the picture and the pose.
Oh, so he picked the pose.
And he said, if you don't like it, deal with it.
Really?
And I said, yes, ma'am.
Dang, dude. I mean, apparently there's going to be 2 statues, right? Or 3?
I'm not sure.
I think they said that's like one of 3 that they want to put like around.
In the same area?
Well, not in the same area. They're going to have one at one entrance, like giving it at the south wing, at the west wing, east wing, north wing. Mm-hmm. So I think they're going to have them like every which way. I'm not too sure. I don't know if it's different poses or
different poses, different jerseys.
Yeah. I just don't like the name of the arena, dude.
When they changed it, I felt something.
It's kind of weird, dude. It's like an era finished, right? Like even too when I'm being honest, like even when they changed the AT&T Center.
Yes.
It felt like the era ended.
They still haven't changed the street.
No, they haven't. They haven't changed the street. But have you seen the sign to exit off? Like if you're coming 90,
they changed the sign already.
The sign says Frost Bank Center.
Yes, I saw that.
But the street they haven't changed it yet. But that's the way I felt, man. Like whenever
that was like from one day to the next. I didn't keep up with it, but I'm sure they talked about it before it happened. And
for me, dude, it was like because I was able to see Duncan, Ginobili. I mean Malik Rose.
Yeah. I asked my boss all the time. Like I said, he's Southside native. I was like, what was that? I moved here in 2017.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, what was that like in the city?
Dude.
And he said, man, everybody was honking downtown.
Dude, when they won in 2007, I think that was like, for me, that was like the best that they've ever done. Like they did.
At the time, summer of 07, I had basketball dreams, man.
Yeah?
Yeah. Viewers at home, I'm 5'8" on a good day.
Dang, dude.
My dad got me a basketball hoop, and I'm there just missing baskets in the driveway.
Hey.
But we're watching the game, you know what I'm saying? And I found out at a young age, I was like, man, I'm short and I'm Mexican. I ain't gonna make it
Dude. I like to tell people all the time, man. Like a lot of dudes, especially when we're gonna take pictures. You know how they're like, all right, the short one's in the front, tallest in the back. I'm like, all right, y'all short one's in the front, tallest in the back. And I'll start going to the back, and they're like, where are you going?
I was like, hey, man,
I'm going to the back, me dog. Like they're like, for real. I'm like, hey, dude. If I want to be 7'1" in my heart, let me be, dude.
That's
let me be. You know what I mean?
Whenever I measure the crutches, my football players,
Yeah,
like, how tall are you? 6'2". I was like, all right, cool, me too.
Yeah, me too.
And I just adjusted. I mean, in a bad situation, you know what I'm
dude,
saying?
you gotta make the best of it, dude.
Surgery, and at that point, I was like, let me see if he can pick up on me being dumb, lighten up the mood a little bit.
You gotta make the best of it, dude. So I know you said earlier when you got here, because you know, Micaela was like, you know, don't go and taking your Rey Mysterio mask and trying to, you know, be Nacho Libre or Esqueleto, right? Yeah. But I don't know how updated you are with wrestling right now.
I get the Bleacher Report updates.
Okay, so I don't know how updated you are, right? So
yeah,
for anyone that's like, dude, you're like 31 already, dude. Yeah. It doesn't matter to me, right? I love it. Like, it's entertaining.
Absolutely.
So recently, The Rock became head of the TKO commission, right? Mm-hmm. So he's part of it. Mm-hmm. But man, when I tell you, dude, that the way they've been putting content out, it's like if they're going backwards. Yeah. Like they now what people are saying is they don't know if it's real or fake anymore. Yeah. Because of how The Rock was talking to people around there, and people were just like, wow, he's talking to me like that right now?
I picked up on it a little bit, and like at work in the morning, we'll play Sports Center, Get Up, and then usually right after that, like the Pat McAfee show comes on.
Yeah, Pat McAfee, dude. I love him, dude.
And The Rock came out on there, and he's still in character.
Oh, dude.
And he's badass Rock.
Oh, yeah,
mean
dude.
Rock. Heel Rock.
Heel Rock, yeah, dude.
And he did release like something on Twitter, because even social media with like the wrestlers. I've worked with some professional wrestlers in the past.
Nice, dude.
Like on the sports medicine side of things. And now, like, social media, you're in character all the time. I tell like my students sometimes, like, watch what you post on social media, because my Instagram, my Twitter, that's the head football athletic trainer of UIW. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's the guy from Combat Sports Medicine. And it goes a long way, but I'm glad to see kind of what they're doing, you know, making that spin, and The Rock trying to push the company, you know.
Yeah, he's trying to make it the Attitude Era. Yeah, that's the best era, right? If anybody has watched wrestling before, but right now, dude, it's like you didn't even know if it's real or fake, right? I know my wife, she laughs. She's like, you know it's fake, right? I'm like, well, if you watch this clip, you're gonna just be dumbfounded, like I am. Like I don't even know if it's real or fake anymore. Yeah. Like I don't know if he's really legit pissed because he was talking about who knows who or what the case is, but. They're doing a tremendous job, man, especially Triple H, right? Hunter. Yeah. That dude is... But he's always been that way, man. He's always ahead of the curve, if you want to say, right? Ahead of the curve. But I know a lot of people that are like, well, I don't watch it because of this and that. But, dude, a lot of people are getting back into it, especially ESPN. Like, they're all about wrestling now. Like, so they'll have their own segments for it, dude, which is crazy, dude.
My players, they said, like, is that a WWE update on ESPN? I was like, hey, man. No, they're merging the gap.
It's crazy, dude, how they were able to do that.
On the sports medicine side of things, like Mr. Larry Heck, I was able to meet him a year ago. Sal, our director, reached out to him just on social media. And, again, he's an athletic trainer. Yeah. He worked here in San Antonio for a long time. What they used to do, WWF used to go city by city and contract an athletic trainer to be ringside.
Oh, nice.
And you're like the medical liaison.
Oh, wow.
Something goes bad, you're the guy. And that's my job. That's my job at any type of event that I'll cover a game. Something goes bad, you're the guy.
Hey, dude.
And Larry Heck ended up started traveling with WWE, and now he's, you know, the guy, the medical liaison. And Raw's here in a couple weeks.
Yeah, they're here in a couple of weeks.
Hopefully we'll get to link up with him. But he let us know kind of what happens, you know, on that aspect. The taping, the bracing, the emergency care. How do you get guys in week by week?
Hey, dude.
Sal's son, shout out to my little dude Xander.
There you go.
Little Xander, he was there, and we talked about Cody Rhodes when he was in was it Hell in a Cell? When he tore his
pectoral. Yeah, dude, it was all purple, so dude.
Everybody said, what is he doing in that match, and why is he there? And Larry Heck said, I cleared that. I knew, you know, what moves we're going to do, what moves we're not going to do. Here, you're good as long as you listen to me. course, things get botched and people do get hurt.
Oh yeah, dude.
And the way he kind of put it was just like, if you see somebody getting spawn-boarded on TV or getting like put out on a gurney on TV, it's because we wanted you to see that.
Oh wow.
If somebody actually gets hurt and it's live, they'll pan and they'll like the athletic training staff.
Oh wow, dude.
So that's huge to see in that regard. That even professional wrestling, they're taking care of their guys.
Yeah, dude. It's crazy how much it's changed now. Like they
And
actually,
the other companies are doing really well also. People kind of worked with Larry Heck, and you start off at the NXT plant in Florida.
Yeah, NXT. Yeah.
Or the Performance Center WWE. You start off there, like with the athletic trainers. All right, are you good to make it to the main roster and travel?
Dang, dude.
And that's how it is. And I asked him, I was like, Mr. Larry Heck, sir.
Yeah,
What
dude.
do you think about Rey Mysterio and all his surgeries? And he was like, I love Rey. Next question.
That's it.
And I was like,
That's all he
cool.
said. He just surpassed like the injuries and whatnot, dude.
Man.
That's cool, man. Yeah, I'm wanting to go when they come.
Yeah.
In March, dude. So I think that'll be super cool. I've reached out to some wrestlers as well because there's some that will do different things, man. So I'm hoping I can get at least one to come on the podcast. You know what I mean? Before the show. But I'm gonna make an effort, dude, to be there because I love being there. Me and my brothers love it, dude.
I've never been to a live event yet.
No?
I got to see Ray in Corpus in 2017.
Really?
18 maybe. It
Okay.
was a meet and greet. And then
nice.
I got to see him and like Chavo Jr. It was
wow,
a great, like
dude.
small like indie show.
Yeah.
And it was good, man. I'll
Nice.
forever be a fan of, Ray and Eddie because they looked like me growing up.
Yeah, dude. Latino heat, baby.
Absolutely.
That's what it is, Latino heat. I got to go last year to the Royal Rumble when they were here at the Alamo, dude. My wife bought me some tickets as a surprise. She bought me them. And then my buddy was working security.
Wow.
He was working security. And I was like way on the other side, dude. I mean, my wife bought them. She didn't know where they were going to be.
Yeah.
She just wanted to buy them for me. But my friend was working at the time. And he saw me. He's like, hey, dude. I said, hey, what's up? And he goes, what are you doing? I said, dude, I'm going to go back to my seat. And he goes, hey, there's some seats down there. He goes, I don't think they've been filled, big dog. And I said, really? He goes, give me like 10 minutes. He goes, give me your number and then I'll text you if you can go down there. I'm like, okay, cool. So, dude, I waited like 10 minutes and I was there. And I said, you know what? Let me go to the stand and let me go get a cup, a collectible cup. Let me go get something to eat. So, by the time I'm there, he's texting me. He's like, hey, B-Dog, come. He goes, but I'm going to act like here you go, sir. Like, he goes, don't say like, hey, thanks, B-Dog. Just go with the flow. So, I'm like, okay.
That's the homie, man.
So, dude, he walked me down. He goes, your seats are right here, sir. I'm like, oh, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Man.
So I acted mencito, dude. And man, dude. For me, it was awesome because that was the last time I got to see Bray Wyatt.
Yeah.
Bray Wyatt. That was like who would have known that was his last match, and I got to see it, dude.
Wow.
So for me, that was awesome, dude.
When that news broke, I was just like, man, when somebody within that community passes away, I was
yeah, dude.
November 13th, 05. I think that's when Nick Guerrero passed away. And I was 10.
Yeah, dude.
I was 10. That was everything to me. The time I was already like doing like karate, kickboxing. That was my life, And the way he passed away, and now that you see like the behind the scenes, behind the ropes, like the Vice documentaries and all that, it's a brutal business.
It is, man. Some of these guys get too addicted to these painkillers, man, and unfortunately it happens. And that's why I tell people like, man, you guys say it's fake, but these guys are in pain where they're
Los chingazos,
dude. And that's the thing. Like a lot of people are like, it's fake, it's scripted, yeah. But who's gonna jump off a 20-foot ladder?
Yeah.
Come all the way down or jump off one of those big old Hell in a Cell cages, jump off and just a ver qué me pasa, a ver si if I don't break my boños or not.
Man, like when I was in college when Rey Mysterio had the accident with Perro Aguayo.
Oh, dude.
And I watched the video over and over and over again. I mean, it was a drop kick, regular drop kick, back of the neck. But something had to have happened before the match or at practice.
Something.
I mean, stuff never came out as far as like autopsy, whatever it was, MRI reports. But I think something in his cervical spine was already off.
Oh,
Y el golpecito just.
that was it.
That was it. And you watch that video, it sucks, man, because there was no true trained healthcare professional on the sideline. Conan came out and he's shaking him like, hey, wake up.
Yeah, dude, that's.
Rolled him over on a piece of plywood.
Yeah, dude,
And just ran him out. Like stuff like that. It's
that's
scary,
ugly, dude.
but that's why I do what I do now. For
dude.
situations like that.
That's crazy, dude. I wouldn't even know what to do if I were to see that dude in person, man.
It's tough.
It is tough, dude.
I've had to spine board a couple of football players whenever like they make they make a hit or they get hit, and they're just like I'll get my neck. I was like, is this muscular? Or is this down the middle?
Yeah.
Move your feet for me. Can you get up? It's like, no. All right, cool. And I have signs with my entire staff and students like, all right, this is our spine board sign. We're doing this. Call 911. Like, we're doing this.
So I have all these different
I'll sit there like this is like AED. Like if I have to start doing
AED.
CPR, this is the vacuum splint in case something's broken and I gotta seal it up and immobilize it. Again, this is spine board. This is 911. This is like grab the medical cart, the gator. But I already always have the keys in my pocket. But stuff like that, we'll practice it, before when the actual event happens.
Está fregado.
Hey.
Está fregado.
Hey, coach, yeah.
Yeah.
Trae otro.
Dude, right now we're talking about the wrestling and whatnot.
Yeah.
Have you seen the dude? I should have put it before. Let me see if I can find it real quick, dude. I don't know if you've seen it before, but it's when I already found it. But it's in AAA.
Okay.
It's on a Sunday.
Uh-huh.
And they bring out I don't know his name specifically, right? But soon
El chiquitillo.
El chiquitillo.
El mono.
El mono.
Okay.
And that guy, he sits him down.
Oh, and he kicks him?
And he comes, dude, and he... Boom, dude.
No, man. Again, los
Dude,
chingazos, the way
I don't...
Have you ever seen Felipe Sparta?
Oh, dude.
So he said growing up, his dad was a luchador. And he was just like, when you get in trouble. And he's like, ven pa' acá. And he was like, no, I need help.
No, I need help. Take me in.
He's like, my dad would go punish us, but he would hit himself because he didn't know how to actually hit me. I was like, oh, God.
Dude, this video, let me make sure I have it on the proper screen, dude.
Yeah.
Because today I'm doing the switching, dude, but...
No.
Dude, and the slow-mo, boom, dude, he's gone, dude.
Hey, but he still made impact when he landed.
Dude, look at that, dude, slow-mo, boom.
Oh, God.
Dude, look at that, dude.
Oh, no.
God.
That's the thing, like, growing up, man, watching AAA, CM, LL, like, all the lucha libres, and,
Dude.
for it to have Rey Mysterio blow up as much as he did in 02, Eddie Guerrero making that jump, coming out in lowriders.
Dude.
I mean, shoot, my dad had a 1990 Cadillac Fleetwood.
Nice, dude.
Fucking Hurricane.
Yeah.
Hurricane flooded it out, man. That was supposed to be my car.
Damn, dude.
Todavía lloro por el pinche carro.
Crazy, man. That's crazy, dude. So, I know right now, earlier we talked in the first half, we were talking about something that he was able to do this year, or this past year, last year. And, he was able to be in the big Canelo fight.
Yeah.
Which is ridiculous, dude, to be able to say that. And crazy to me how they panned the video over when they're wrapping Canelo's hand and you're standing right behind Canelo, dude.
Yeah.
Ridiculous, dude, that you're able to stand right behind him. How did this even come about to where you were able to be there that night? Who did you call? Who did you... Dude, for me, dude, that's like... Ya llegué, bro.
Yeah.
I was able to be there with Canelo, dude.
Yeah.
And Canelo's my favorite boxer, dude. So when I saw you on the TV, everybody was posting you that night, dude. Like, that's all I saw on Instagram. El Augie, and everyone's there. And, dude, I loved it, dude, when you're there and you're looking at the other guy. Y te echas una wink, dude.
Man, my girl told me. My girl was just like, who are you winking at? I was like, baby. It was oh, man. It was a manager that I knew. It was a manager that I knew.
Michaela, mira. No,
she really wanted to come today.
Mira, no.
She was just like, ask Gilbert to fucking go. And I was like, no, man. You're going to make fun of me the whole time.
Como que ya merito iba a hacerle la tóxica. Hey, who are you looking at? ¿Qué le estás echando el wink?
I love my girl. I'll tell you that right now. So it was Luis de Cubas Jr. He's a big person within boxing. And, seeing him, he's Latino.
Yeah.
And he knew what that moment was.
Dude.
He kind of just looked at me and just You're here.
That's what I'm saying,
And
dude.
like in that moment, Mario Barrios was fighting. So Mario was on the
Yeah,
undercard.
Mario too, yeah.
And me and Canelo, Rick Nunez, the coach that I work with, my coach, he's like, Augie, you were watching the fight, man. You weren't even watching the rap.
Yeah.
But going into that night, man, I mean, I've been boxing since 2011, 2012.
Nice.
Before that, I kickboxed. I did Taekwondo kickboxing from 05 to about 2011 as well.
Really?
And I just wanted to be a ninja when I was a little kid. Gustavo chingazos.
Dang, dude.
And I knew baseball, the ball was too fast. Football, I hated getting tackled.
Oh, yeah.
Basketball was too short.
Yeah, dude.
My dad was like, all right, estás chingando, andamos. And we traveled, man. We traveled for like 6 years. Just
Really?
different tournaments all the time as a kid.
Nice, dude.
And I kind of just kept up with it. And I ended up having like a meniscal tear in one of my knees running cross country in high school. That happened. I was in the athletic training room for a full year. Started boxing. My dad was like, man, I don't know. Boxed for 2 years in Galveston, fought Houston Golden Gloves, went to college in Corpus, boxed out there, fought Golden Gloves out there. And then one of my sparring partners, I started working fights in 2016. So I was out with a concussion and a broken nose the week of the fight.
God.
Man, the fight was like on Thursday. I think the weigh-in was on a Sunday. And that was 2016.
Really?
So I rolled with a punch. Boom. Golpe cayó, and I was just like, oh, my face hurts.
Oof.
And I go outside, man, and I told my coach, I was like, well, look, if I can't fight, let me work the corner. I was already in college, my third year of school. I knew how to tape. I was already learning a lot of stuff. And one of the coaches, he was just like, nah, he was very old school. He's like, you're a fighter, stay in the ring. And the other coach, Coach Richard Rodriguez, Vietnam veteran, he was just like, look, we're not going to be here forever. Let's teach Augie. Like I think one of my first fights was actually at Cowboys Dance Hall that I worked.
Oh, wow.
That was when PBC had first came on the scene. So that's Premier Boxing Champions, one of the biggest promotions right now.
Yeah.
They were at Cowboys Dance Hall, and then when I got there to work the event, I was like, I was gonna watch this on TV. Okay, cool. And at the time, my job was to hold a spit bucket, a towel, and a stool. And just started. Boom, this is your job.
This is your job to do that.
Watch the cut man. And for people that don't know, it's the cut man had your damage control. Stop the bleeding, stop the swelling, stuff like that. Yeah, me la llevé, poquito a poquito. So going into like my senior year in 2017, I was just like, all right, do I pursue the fight game? There's only so many DeLoco, Mayweather's, Pacquiao's.
Yeah, dude.
Or do I go to school? And I was like, nah, well, my dad would send me to college. I showed up with my Golden Glove trophy my freshman year in college. My dad was like, ¿Qué chingados es esto? And I was like, man, I won the tournament. He was just like, ¿Te mandé a pelear o te mandé a estudiar?
The certificate, boy.
I was like, Pop, I'm going to graduate, I promise. But he was just like, pon la pinche pelea. A ver, te faltó más jab. And I was like, yes, sir. Yes, sir. But like even working those fights, man, we started off 2016, working a lot of the small fights. Coach Richard Rodriguez showed me what he knew as a cut man. And when I was boxing in Galveston, I was with Carlos Patina. From there, I went out and found a gym with Jerry Bonmontes. He was a huge pro at the time. Kind of just got there by accident. Right people, right time, right place. And trained, showed up every single day. And then they kind of started learning. They knew I was a kid. I was in college. I would show up in my khakis and my polo. And I had this little bitty kid. And he was just like, you go to TMUCC? He's like, I thought only white people went there. And I looked at him. He's like a little 6-year-old. And I was just like, nah, man. Like, if you want to go to college, we can figure this out. And I would show up, man. And it got to a point where, like, I was helping a lot of the kids, like, with tutoring and stuff. Little things like with school. And somebody told me, one of the fighters that I trained with, one of the pros, he was just like, man, Augie, like, I was messing up in class a little bit. And he was like, the ring will always be there. Knock out this school stuff. This actually matters. So then I was looking at grad schools, and I came out here to San Antonio. So at that point, Richard Rodriguez had introduced me to Cutman Joe Villanueva. And Cutman Joe was also a Vietnam veteran. He's a physician assistant. He worked with a lot of people here in the city. And at that point, he had like Juan Babel Diaz, not a fighter from Houston. He had already been working with the Charlo twins. He had already been working with Earl Spence. So Charlo twins from Houston, Spence from Dallas. And I mean, one of his biggest things was just like, why should I teach you? And it's tough. It's tough. And I was like, well, this is what I'm doing in school. This is what I do as a profession. But I'm actually still involved in the sport. I'm still training. At the time, I was still trying to compete.
Yeah.
And Come in, Joe, man, I just followed him for 2 years. Párate ahí, no toques nada.
Hey, dude.
And I just followed him. Yes, sir. No, sir. What do you need help with? This and that and the other. And finally, he was just like, hey, there's some fights in the valley. You got it. Go off on your own. And then how I got out here with Coach Rick Nunez, he had Ramsey Luna. Ramsey was a fighter from the Corpus Christi area, came up here to train with Rick. He told Coach Rick, he's like, Augie's one of my sparring partners. And Rick was like, all right, cool. Like, I'll get with you whenever I can. At the time I was in grad school, so I'd work football in the morning, softball in the afternoon, go to class, go to the gym. And then I'd just boom. And, of course, go to the gym, have fun with my friends.
Yeah.
And then just did that, man. Just rounded it out for 2 years.
Hey, dude.
And then Rick was just like, you want to fight? And then we sparred a little bit. And he's like, how come you never said, you actually fought it? Like, you never asked. Just got in, got out. Yes, sir. How you doing? Can you work with me today? No? Okay, cool. I'll be back tomorrow. And I just kept showing up. And I was working a lot of fights locally that Joe, would put me on. Or I'd go back to the Galveston, Houston area. And Ramsey was fighting, and he told Rick, he was like, Augie's my cut man. He's like, nah, I got my own guy. He's like, Augie, I understand what you do. You tape and stuff.
Oh, wow.
As an athletic trainer. He's like, but I got my guy. His guy was Joe Villanueva. And Joe said, look, Augie's my student at the time. He's good. Fast forward, me and Rick started working a lot more fights, kind of around 2020, 2021. And I'm still training. Yeah. And I'm still doing a lot of stuff locally. We got our kids in the gym that we're working with. And then Joe tells me, I had actually told him, I was like, hey, Pacquiao's supposed to fight Spence. Like, I'm a huge Manny Pacquiao fan. Let me go help. I just want to be in the building. Let me go help you whatever I can do. That fight fell through. Spence got hurt. That was a car crash, glass and design stuff. Fight fell through. So fast forward to spring 22, Spence fights Ugas. I had just finished spring football. And Cutman Joe tells me, hey, there's an event in Dallas. Can you be there? And then I made the trip. And then that night I worked a couple fights on the undercard. I had some cuts that night. I did my job. Met a lot of people. And then 10 minutes before the actual fight, Cutman Joe tells me, hey, man, I don't feel too good. You got the fight.
Oh, wow, dude.
This is Showtime main event. That was the unified welterweight championship of the world.
What time did he tell you that? He told you 10 minutes before, 5 minutes before?
Isaac Cruz had just knocked out Gamboa in the co-main event. Showtime walked in and said, hey, we're about to start walking. All of my stuff was empty already. And I was just like, Joe, what do you mean? He's like, I can't do it. I'm not going to be in a liability in that corner. You got the fight. And I'm looking at him. He's like, I'm going to go tell Derek. Who Derek at the time was actually, that year in 2022, he was ESPN Coach of the Year. And Derek looks at me, and we had worked a fight together on the undercard. And we knew a lot of the same people. And he was like, all right, cool. And he looks at me. He's like, Augie, get ready. I'm going to go tell EJ. And Spence goes off.
Hey, dude.
He goes off. He's like, no, man, this can't be, the way it's going down, this and that and the other. Like, Joe, you knew this was going to happen. And part of me, I was like, Joe, like, if you're going to put me on, don't do it like this. And he was like, son, I can't go out there. I'm getting all my stuff together within 10 minutes. He comes over, and he's like, you better be good. You better be damn good. I swear to God. And I just dabbed him up, and I was like, let's do it. So we're walking out, man. 40,000 people, Cowboys Stadium. Oof. I'm a Cowboys fan. And so whenever the fights that I worked early in the night, the place was empty. The doors weren't even open yet.
Yeah.
And I'm walking out, and I'm like, it's just another fight. It's just another football game. And we got out there. The lights started going crazy, and I was like, all right, let's roll. We just went round by round by round. I worked that fight. He won. And I went back, and once we got back in the locker room, I told you I had you. I told you I was going to take care of you.
Yeah, dude. And
then Joe, he apologized a little bit, and he was just like, this is the way I wanted to do it, but there was no other way. I tell Coach Derek, thank you for having me. A month later, they called me for Jermel Charlo versus Castaño 2. And that was also for the undisputed. I think it was undisputed at 154, 160, 154, I think, undisputed. But all the belts are on the line.
Hey, dude.
And, the Charlo twins, I'm getting all my stuff together, and I had met them, this and that. And Jermel comes in, and he's like, where's Joe? And Derek's wrapping up Jermel. Joe's retired. We got Augie. He comes up, and he sizes me up. He's like, you gonna take care of my brother? I was like, yeah, man. I was like, all right, cool, let's roll. That was an amazing fight.
Hey, dude.
I came back. I mean, both of those fights, I went back to work on Monday. I went back to the gym on the south side on Monday, man. You know,
back to life, back to reality, right?
Back to building Amazon packages as soon as I got home, man. But you know, that's kind of extended a little bit as far as your answer how I got there. I had to work those first 2 fights, and then the build up for Crawford Spence happened. And they talked about it being, I think it was like fall 22. Then nothing happened. Then spring 23, and then nothing happened. And then we're in summer 23. And finally, the fight's getting finalized, this and that. But everybody always asks me, like, "Oh, when's your big fight?" I'm like, "Whoever calls next."
Yeah, whoever calls next.
Mm-hmm. You know, I give our local guys the same exact treatment as, you know, those big dudes on TV.
Yeah, dude.
And we worked the Spence fight, Spence Crawford. I was like July 29th. That January, Charlo was supposed to fight Tim Tszyu. And he hurt his hand. He hurt his wrist. Put out the MRI report, pulled out of the fight. Supposed to be one of his biggest challenges to date.
Yeah.
And I had his number, and I just texted him, "Hey, get well soon, champ. Call me if you need anything." And then a couple months later, he had surgery. He's going through like PT and stuff. And he was texting me. He was like, "Hey, you know how to rap?" And I sent him like some pictures of the way I rap. And I was like, "How's rehab going? This and that and the other, blah, blah." And then like July, I think it was like July 4th or so, before the Spence fight, they announced Charlo Canelo. And I just texted him. I'm just like, well, all these guys, man, I just support them, especially like our local dudes.
Yeah.
And I was like, hell yeah, champ. And he said, "You're in my corner no matter what." And I looked at it, and I was like, I haven't even gotten a call for the Spence fight yet. Okay, cool. Let's do it. September 30th. It was a bye week. I think it was a bye week at UIW,
dude.
so it was perfect.
Perfect timing.
I saw Charlo at the Spence Crawford weigh-in, and I was like, "So what's up? We good for September?" He's like, "Without a doubt, man." He saw me, and he's like, "My cut, man, this and that and the other." And I was like, "Let me see your wrist." And I looked at his hands, this and that. I was like, "Cool, let's roll." And he was good, man. He was good. He was very genuine. And then one of my biggest things is like I don't count my blessings before they come in.
Yeah, dude.
You know, I believe it once I get the plane ticket in my hand. I believe it once I see the contract. Once, you know, hasta llegue el mediodía.
Yeah.
You know, I'll tell my students the same thing. Like, this might be the last football game I might ever work for whatever reason. This might be the last fight I might be able to work, whether it's local, whether it's the bigger ones. Un día a la vez.
Yeah, dude.
You know?
That's it, man. That's crazy, man, how far you've come, dude, and just the work ethic and just being patient. Mm-hmm. Being patient, dude.
Yeah.
One of my the hardest things, dude.
One of my students, man, she's just like, "Be patient, Augie." And she's great. For now, she's at Texas State. She was with me for about a year or so. And her dad has a gym out here. Boxing gym out here. So she's very familiar with the game, and she'll keep up with the fights. She's been able to shadow me at a couple of the events.
Oh, nice.
And she was like, "I'm sorry I keep asking you, but have they called?" I was like, "Not yet. It's cool if they don't. If they do, you know, absolutely, I'm there by all means." She's like, "Just be patient, Augie."
Yeah, just be patient, dude. I mean, it's going to happen. Hopefully they call you for Canelo and Benavides.
Aqui llegue.
Dude, that would be awesome, man. That would be awesome if that were to happen. Mm-hmm. I mean, well deserved, right? I mean, you're patient. You do your job. You do what's asked. Mm-hmm. All right, let's do it. I mean,
absolutely.
No hesitation. No second guessing. Like, well, maybe I'm not too sure. Maybe I can.
That's one of those things, man. Like, being in that situation, that imposter syndrome kicks in. You know, do I belong here? Do I deserve to be here?
Yeah.
Do I work to be here? Like, I've met Floyd Mayweather. I met Tyson at the Crawford Spence fight, and we're sitting there, and what both camps do is one person of each camp goes to the other locker room. So that's what I was doing with Canelo's locker room. Coach Derek James says, "Augie, go watch them rap." And you look at the gauze, you look at the tape to be sure there's no foreign objects within that rap.
Okay.
You know, when Spence fought Crawford, Augie, go watch Crawford rap. He rapped his own hand, and he rapped through it. He looks at me, he's like, "Is this good?" Yes, sir. But I was just like, yeah, man. And when I walked into the Canelo locker room, I mean, they got banda playing. I think Santa Fe Clown was already in there.
Dude, they're playing. Dude, he's there in the luxury. He's just there. Just get over with, you know.
I walked in and I was like, "¿Qué pasó, coach? ¿Cómo andamos? ¿Qué dice campeón?" Vengo ya del otro lado. And I'm like, "¿El equipo de Charlo?" I was like, "Yeah." "Oh, okay. Right. ¿Estás listo?" And boom, we started rapping. It was a very different rap. I mean, there's 1,000 ways to do one thing.
Yeah.
But the way Reynoso rapped his hand was really good. And the whole time, I mean, we were watching Mario fight. I trained with Mario for a long time.
Nice, dude.
That's my dog. I see him when I see him, you know. And that's one thing that we always laugh about. Is just like, I might not see you all the time. We might not be able to kick it, but hey, hope you're doing well, this and that. Or,
yeah, dude. Him too, man. Felicidades a Mario, dude, too, man. He's been doing it, man. He's been doing it out there, dude. But that's cool, man. Like I said, dude, when I saw you, for me, dude, that's especially, dude, like coming from San Antonio, like there's not too many people that can say like they've made it there or have made it to where you've made it, right? And of course, dude, I like what you just said right now. You're being patient. You're waiting for the call, and you're just humbleness. The biggest thing, right? Humbleness. And I like that about you, man, that you're very humble. Doesn't matter if you've gone and done all these big fights. You treat all these fighters, local fighters here in San Antonio, the exact same way. You know, no andas caminando, you know,
absolutely not.
Pechugado y que te crees muy, you know, pipiripao, you know what I mean? And that's cool, man, that you stay humble the way that you do, man, and that's super awesome, dude. Are you going to be at the fight that they're going to have here in the next
March 1st?
Yeah, March 1st.
I got a couple guys on that card.
Really? Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm going to try to make it out there to that fight out there too. So I know Eddie Ortiz, he's that's my buddy right there.
Yeah.
Dude. Shout out to Eddie, dude.
And Eddie was one of the guys that actually reached out to me on what I do as an athletic trainer, as far as like rehab and recovery and stuff. And my girlfriend always says, she's like, you're more than just a cut man. Like, athletic trainers don't exist in the sport of boxing. And MMA, I mean, the UFC Performance Institute, like, you're there helping the physical therapist with the recovery, but there's nobody ringside. You know? And, you know, they'll talk about, like Spence Crawford, like, what happened in that corner. Yeah. And I was like, well, the ring physician and the coach are communicating. And if the fighter is communicating back and he's understanding everything, sometimes you just don't respond how you want to. Yeah. You know, and it's tough. It's tough situations like that. And even like at the gym with Rick, that's the only time I'm an assistant coach. That's the only time I speak in the corner, ever. I'm here to do a job, get the fighter one more round, either protect their hands, you know, with the wraps and the tape. Yeah. Stop the bleeding. That's my job. I'm not here to coach. Now, the coaches, I mean, you gotta know what you're looking at, and that's why I try to tell like students all the time. It's just like you have to be in the gym in order to, you know, truly pursue this whole like cut man thing. You gotta know. Cuál es chingazos caen. He keeps throwing the right hand. He keeps throwing the left hook. Keeps catching with the left hook. So I'm working on that right eye before the swelling gets bad. Little things like that. You gotta know all those things, man. That's why I'm saying you're the guy that you gotta be watching. You know what I mean? And you're watching and. You know exactly what to do. You know what I mean? I mean, it's like they just get somebody out the street. Hey, dude, ¿qué pasó? ¿Tienes vaselina? I don't know, man. ¿Tienes Vicks? Yeah. ¿Tienes limoncito? Yeah. That's not gonna cure. That's not gonna cure everything. You know what I mean? Man. But man, dude, I appreciate you, dude, for coming on, man. I've been wanting to reach out to you for some time. I know. I said, well, we'll wait till the new year, and I said, well, I think it's a perfect time right now, to bring you on, especially right now that it's. Here in San Antonio, if you want to say it's boxing season, right? It's already going to start being boxing season. I would say in Texas, one of the bigger boxing cities. Yeah. And then in the South, I mean, it's either us or Vegas. Yeah, us or Vegas, yeah. You ain't lying, dude. You ain't lying, man. But I appreciate you, dude, so very much, dude, for coming on. And absolutely. I wish you nothing but the best, dude. Appreciate nothing but the best, man. And my prayers to you, your career, and everything that you do. Praying that God will use you in the way that He's using you, and you know, dude, it's an honor to be able to have you here and see the growth that you have. It encourages me too, man, because like I said, dude, us, raza, us brownies, you know what I mean. We got to stick together, and when we see somebody get, you know, successful, we should be excited and be able to support that person instead of being able to. I don't like that. I like for us to be a little bit unidos and be able to push one another and be like, hey, no, dude, you can. Don't worry about it. You just got to keep pushing. You can make it out. That's the biggest thing. Even growing up in Galveston, it's got some rougher areas of the island. It's Service City, absolutely. But there's rougher parts, little scary parts. That if you stay there and you get involved with some things that you're not supposed to be involved in, you're stuck. Yeah, you're going to be stuck there. That's you know, it's the same thing out here. It's the absolute same thing. Oh, dude, yeah, it is, dude. It's the same thing. I tell my fighters, man, I was just like, don't be dumb. Yeah, I tell them all the time. Don't hang out on Marbach, okay? Don't hang out on. If you do, just go to Bucanero and bring me to go box. Bucanero, dude. I'll tell my athletes, man. I was like, hey, be smart, take care of your body. Call me if you need me. Yeah, and that's even all the local guys. Just if you If you don't know me, if you don't have my number, just shoot me a DM. If I don't text back, double text me. I'll get back to you when I can.
That's awesome, dude.
Absolutely, man.
I appreciate you, dude, so very much. And I'm excited, dude, for what's in store for you, dude, in the rest of this year, man. We got the year's going super fast right now, but you know, it's crazy, dude. We're already gonna be in Marzo, right? But man, it's crazy to see where you've come, where you're going, and I wish you nothing but success in your endeavors, right, that you got planned for yourself as well. But guys, thank you guys so much for listening in. This has been episode number 53. This is just a friendly reminder, guys. If you guys are going through anything, ups and downs, 2024 has just begun, and we're already going to be in March. And I've said it before, and I'm going to say it again. If you don't know who Christ is, follow him, seek him. Let him take total control of your life. We just finished talking about how you can place God first, and he will take care of the rest. I'm not saying it's going to be easy. I'm not saying it's going to be a bucket of roses, because it's not. It gets a little harder, because he's going to test you in life, and he's going to see if you really do have faith in him. And, trust in him. Have faith in him and see what he can do for you in 2024. Guys, this is just a friendly reminder. God loves you. Dios Te Ama. God loves you, my friend. Dios Te Ama. And we will see you on the very next episode.
Estás escuchando DeLoco Podcast.
Loco Podcast.